Good morning, class. So this is the first year 11 first BSG result. Let me get the laser pen out so that I can share with you. So you can see that this is the practice round. Nothing's wrong with my. How come I couldn't draw? Okay, now I can. So this is the practice round here. Okay. And this means that, like I mentioned, we have this round and next week's round, practice round. It's exactly the same as the real round. So after next Wednesday, after I record the video, it will go back to where we were in the very beginning, the end of year 10. So these two rounds are practice. But as you guys already know, this game is complicated. Okay, there are a lot of decisions that you need to make. So it's better to use these two rounds, try to understand the game, okay, so that you won't be, you know, paying the consequences of learning with your final grade, okay? Because the next, after the practice round, the second practice round, the year 12 round, after it reset, we cannot reset the game. It will just keep going on till year 20, okay? So, so let's look at the result. So this is the screen I can see. That's why if you need help, if you don't understand something, I would need your team to make appointment with me or to, text me like when I can Zoom. And then the whole team should log in and then, one of you guys will share your screen so that we can actually see the decisions that you can make. But this is what I can see, the result. Okay, so first of all, congratulations for Team A and J. They are both number two, number one. They're both ranked number one team, and but you can see, interesting. So you see the best in industry score. Actually, J is higher than A, but their weighted average is the same. Oh, well, sorry. So this is this year. This is year 11. So when we grade when I give you the final grade in this, for the final grade, this grade will be the grade you will get for the whole team. Okay. So actually, for year 11, A and J are tied, but fortunately, A actually won a bonus points, so their game today score is 1 point higher. So A is actually ranked 1 and J is 2. Okay, so we are going to look at A and J and then B, okay, this time. So let's see why. But actually, B, C, H, and B, both, all three of them, not them, all three of the teams, they scored less than 60 points. Okay, so it's don't worry because after next week, after next Wednesday, I think noon, the game will reset. Okay, so let's just take a look at more details of the game. So the earnings per share, A and J are both very high. Okay, A is 4.62, J is 4.7. So J is the highest in terms of earnings per share. So as you can see here, earnings per share is 20% of your score, the score that we got. Okay. So you can see this is the score they get for each team. And then this is the first one, earnings per share. So from here, B and H, even though they are ranked the last, but their earnings per share is still positive. So, so it's still not bad. Like we can try to fix it later. And then we have return on equity. J also is a little bit higher than A, And then we can see B's return on equity is only 11%. And then you see J and A is like 30 something percent, it's more than 3 times of B's return on equity. And then stock price wise, J is 127, A is 124, and then B is 12.38, or C is 11.49. So C stock price is low, is the lowest, and then H's stock price is 12.2. So B stock price is a little bit higher. Okay, so that's the three things that three of the five we measure the scores. Okay, and then we have credit rating. So credit rating, both A and J are also A minus. Okay, and then B, C, and H are B. Okay. Image rating. So J's image rating is higher than A. So see, J is actually everything is higher, but they're actually, because of the bonus points, they are ranked one behind A. Okay, so this is the bonus points. So bonus points, there are two type of bonus points. One is bullseye award. Bullseye award is based on your estimate, how accurate your estimate is. So if you can see here, so for this game, it's important to look at the small words, okay, like here. So the revenue within a plus minus 5%, okay, plus minus 5%, you will be you have you'll be qualified for the bullseye award, but you have to be within the range in all three categories, okay, revenues, earnings per share, and image rating. So if you can see that A, their revenues is plus 5%, okay, than their expectation. See, their actual is 727,000, and their forecast is 692. So actually did better than their forecast. And then but their EPS is a little bit it's also higher. But see, it's 4.6%. And then their image rating is 1 point lower. Okay, so they are actually everything, all three categories within the range. So they got the Bullseye Award. J, on the other hand, J's like they did too well. Like their image rating is the same. Okay, it's very accurate, but they, in the revenue and in the earnings per share, they did higher than the expectation, so they didn't get Bullseye Award. And let me pick C. Okay, so C's revenues is quite accurate, and this is quite accurate. The image rating is quite accurate, but the earnings per share is 18.3% off. Okay, so overall, only A got the cumulative bonus point, and then the second bonus point will only goes to the team that improved the most. So the first year we don't have the leapfrog award because this is the first year, right? So the second year, I hope B or C or H will get the leapfrog award. Whatever team improve the most, they will get the leapfrog award. And this bonus points is cumulative. Okay, so next year you will see it's cumulative. So it will go with you for for the whole game. Okay, so like A won this is one bonus point, and their points will always be 1 point higher from the weighted average score. So it will help with their game to day score. So now let's go back to the page 4, industry overview. So you guys should actually pay a little bit more detail or focus on that. Okay. So but in the beginning I would like go through more details, but later on I won't. But when you look at this, it should help you with your strategy, how you're going to how much, like what how much you want to price your shoes and all those kind of stuff. How much you want to spend in advertisement, those kind of stuff. So this is the industry overview. So from industry overview, you got, oops, we see like this is just average, okay? So in North America, the average superior material usage 38%, Asia Pacific 53, so average is 46. And the utilization of capacity is all over 100%. Okay, so that means even with this high utilization of the production capability, we still have some stock out. If you see that we have stock out, okay? So the actual demand, so the forecast and actual demand. So the actual demand is a little bit higher than forecast demand, right? Um, and then there are some stock out, like in North America, we have 4 companies don't have enough shoes. And then there will be there's one order they were not able to fulfill. So only one order. But and then here unfilled order. That's weird. And then for the what is this? Europe, Africa, 3 companies have stuck out. I'll tell you more about that. And then for the Asia Pacific, 4 companies stuck out. And then for Latin America, 4 companies have stuck out. Okay. So we will see more later. And then we have demand forecast, private label demand as well. So private label demand will go up and the branded also will go up. Okay, so for private label, whatever offered, they always get. Okay, it got the order, everybody get their order. For financial statistic, page 5. So this one shows us approximately, where you sell the most. Okay, so like for A, they are not in private label, and J also is not in private label, K and F. Okay, so 4 companies didn't get private label. Mm. And then J has the highest sales revenue. Okay, um so that we see like different warehouses expenses, the different marketing expenses. You can see A and J spend a lot in marketing expenses, okay? But their operating profit is also high. So we can look at the rate here. So this is balance sheet. So when I see this, like when I see E and H, they have zero cash, okay, I would be a little bit concerned because I don't know if they run out of cash unintentionally or intentionally. So if it's unintentionally, then I will look at their current liability. Okay, so for E, it's not too bad, okay, but for H, their current liability is a little bit higher than others. So I'm not sure whether or not they triggered the overdraft loan. Okay. E also because they sell their stocks, so maybe they trigger a little bit of overdraft loan, but I cannot see from here. Okay. And then here tells us the next one is the ratio, the financial statistic ratio. So we already know from the very top, we know the, operating profit, the gross margin, but we don't know the percentage wise. So from here, we see that even though A and J, they spend a lot in marketing, but you see like especially A's gross profit margin is 48.4%. The highest is F, 48.5. Okay. Interesting. So you see F has the highest gross profit margin, but after the operating expenses, their operating profit margin is only 14%. But A is 19.3 and J is 18.9. So that's why these two teams has very high net profit margin. D's margin is not bad either. Okay, theirs is like the third one, and then they are the three that have double-digit net profit margin. So it's good. And then E pay a lot of dividend. Okay, so maybe that's why they run out of cash. So, but you have to watch you have to watch the dividend you pay. Like you pay $1.20 per share, right? L also pay dividend, but you see your percentage of profit, you're paying almost 65% of your profit as dividend. So you only have like 35% left to to the company. So I'm not sure if it's a good thing. You guys should decide, okay, whether or not it's a good thing. But let me see. Yeah. But I but to give dividend and then have zero cash, I don't think that's good. Okay. So the next is this is the production benchmarks. So here we can only see the industry low and high, okay, and average. So, and then on your screen, you will see your own number here, okay? So you can kind of compare the industry low and high. Like the labor compensation, the lowest is 34, they pay $34,000. The highest is they pay $45,000. So it's like $11,000 difference. And then the productivity is like 500 pairs per worker per year, okay? And the production, the labor cost is 780 to 9. And supervisor compensation, not much difference, okay? But superior material usage, 32% to 70%, very big difference. And then TQM, Six Sigma, some companies spend 99 cents, some companies spend $5 this is per pair, okay? So that adds up to your cost. But is it worth it? We will see. The production cost, some companies $24, one company, the highest is 35. But the reject rates, low one is 1.6%, the high is 7.2. Okay, I don't know which company are which. Okay, you guys, if you are the 1%, you guys, if you are 7.2%, you will know. Okay, but I don't know which one is who. But you should take a look at this, see how far are you from the industry average or from the low or high. Okay, so this is the North America, and then Asia Pacific, same thing. Okay, percentage new percentage new production equipment. So 33% using new production equipment, and then superior material, 50 to 60%. Again, TQM 90 cents to $5. Reject rate 4.5 to 10%, 4.5% to 10%. And then the pay is 12,000 to 17,000, and then supervisor 25,000 versus 25.5. So not much difference. Okay. But wow, you see like in Asia Pacific, the salary is really low. So the next one, operating benchmark. So this one you also need to pay close attention to. So you see here, this tells you different costs, different costs of goods sold, like here, even the marketing expenses. We already know A&J spend a lot in their the marketing expenses, but they also have bigger sales, right? They have huge revenue. So in terms of per pair sold, I'm not sure if this is A or J, okay? Because even the total marketing expenses are high for them, but their the numbers, the pairs of shoes they sold might be also higher. So that's the so but we know the highest marketing expense is 27. This is internet, and then for wholesale $11 versus 7. Okay, so you guys should like take a look. And then for North America, one company's operating profit margin is 22.7%. The lowest one is 10.9%. So when I look at this, I will look at whether or not is anybody have negative. Oh, oops. So I see a negative here. Okay. So that's the North Latin America. So there's one company that actually have 54 cents loss for every pair they sold. Okay. So that's not good. Okay, so you guys should pay attention to that. Like in the previous video, I told you like on top, usually on top part is the blue area is where you make decision, but in the bottom, the gray area is they calculate. After your decision, they will calculate your cost, your profit. So you need to take a look at that. Make sure you don't have a loss. Okay, so this difference, you guys should compare yours with the industry low, industry high, industry average, and then make your adjustment. So the next thing is celebrities. So we see that J, and KB, they got celebrities, okay? Oh, JXYZ didn't get celebrities. Wow, that's sad. So, yeah, so, yeah, so this part, it will help you to get celebrities, even though like we can see that A and J, why their marketing expenses is high because they put in a lot of money in celebrities, but it actually helped with your brand image. Okay, help with your the brand awareness, so it would improve your what is it, the demand for your order. Okay, the next thing we will look at is the competitive effort. So this thing, so remember in the industry overview, we say in North America there are four stock out. Okay, so you see this B, G, I, and K, they don't have enough shoes, so some other company were able to pick up extra orders here. Okay, so be careful with those kind of stuff. Okay, and here you can see like how much people put in the advertisement. Okay, so how much do they sell for their shoes in internet segment, how much they sell for the wholesale segment. Okay, and you can compare yours with others. Okay, like for example, A, there's SQ rating is 7.9, D is 7.6, and then J 7.9. So they are somewhat compete with each other, especially A and J. You look at their model availabilities for also both 494. So they are competing with each other, and you see that J's price is $1 lower, and they put in a little bit more in marketing, so they get a little bit more demand. Okay, see that demand is 23.23, and A's demand is 22.06. Okay, so they get a little bit more demand. So you know like who you compete with directly. D, on the other hand, even though their SQ rating is 7.6, but their model availability is smaller. Their model ability is only 54. They only have 54 different models. Okay, so they are in different competitions. So this is just an example of how you can look at this and then adjust yours and then identify your direct competitors like this. Okay, so this is the what I was talking about. So this is A and J here. Both A and J are here. Yeah, see A and J, they compete with each other directly. Okay, oh, I forgot my pen. So A and J are here competing with each other directly. D is here by themselves. So their SQ rating is high, but their model availability is very low, right? It's the lowest. And the rest of you guys are here. Okay, so you are competing with each other here. So A and J actually here they only have each other as competitor. D doesn't have any competitor. So I think D and A and J are in good strategic position. Okay. but you never know. You have to also be good at producing your shoes. So let me look at these. So look at these. So something about these is, see, their SQ rating is 7.6, but their price is very, very low. So I don't even know if they can make profit. Okay. So you see here, okay, that's the part that you guys need to be careful about. And another thing is the private label. So you see the private label, the demand is 2664, but only half were offered. Only half pair of shoes were offered. So you see only this company, they offered to bid to get orders from, let's say, Target or Walmart. Okay, so all of them get their order. And for this one, you see, like I said, everything is in a small letters. So for the offer price, maximum is 41.88. So since the demand is much higher than the offer, and we don't have enough capacity. So if you guys bid $40 or even 41, you will get the bid and you can make almost $10 more than what you bid at. Okay, so that's the first thing. And for the SQ rating, the minimum is 3.0. So this is private label. You are making shoes for the just a second. I I need to uh I need to get uh what happened? Okay. So yeah, so that's the, sorry, I I my daughter asked me to get Ariana Grande's ticket. So I need to get the ticket for her. Yeah, so that's that. Okay. So that's the North America. And then you guys can all see this on your own account, but your screen is a little bit different. Like I mentioned, like some stuff you will see your companies, but for my screen, because I'm sharing this for with the whole class, so I don't get to see, the details for each teams. So you will see yours, but I won't be able to see that. And let me move this. And then we can click here and then you will see no Euro Africa. And then remember we have three company has stuck out. Okay, so three company have stuck out. Okay, so that's that. And then for Europe, Africa, we also have one, two, three, four, five, six company bid. And even worse, like 2664 is demand, but only 1200 were offered. So, and then their maximum price is 45. So if you bid 45, 44.99, you get it. And you just need, sorry, I forgot so for the SQ rating, you just need the minimum 3.0 star. Like for D, company D, with 4.1 start, you are increasing your cost. Okay, 3.5, you're increasing your cost. 3.2, you're increasing your cost. Lower it to 3.0, just meet the minimum. Okay, yeah, so for D, you make for the good quality shoes for Walmart. Nobody is going to know you made it. And Walmart just need a 3.0 star. Okay, so no need to make 4.1 stars. So that's Europe, Africa, and then we see Asia Pacific. Okay, also four stuck out here. Okay, four stuck out here, and then for private label, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Eight companies get it. So this one has a little bit offered 1600, but still it's lower than the demand. Okay, so you can actually get the price higher. And here again, same thing, okay? For we have 4 stuck out, and then we have some companies that bid for private label, okay? So this is the maximum price for every different market. It's different minimum. So and then for this, every year will change, okay? So you have to kind of, if you want to be greedy, you can bid $45. But if you want to be a little bit safe, you can do like 40, 42, but still better than 37. You make like at least 5, 6, 7, $8 more than what you're making now per pair. This is per pair. So it will help with your profit. So that's the year 11 practice round result discussion. So yeah. So next Tuesday, same time, your year 12 result will be due. Okay. Good luck. And I know there's some mistake in the team, in the team members, or I'm going to fix it now after I record this video. Thank you. Bye.